our first game is underway as the Voodoo win the face-off back. A little bit of defensive back and forth. The Voodoo. Sullivan got it over to his partner Sprigg. He sends it up ahead. Now Voodoo gained the zone. Brett Lee bats it out for the Rougarou. It's back in. Sullivan. And then sent ahead for Caden King. He walks it in. Centering pass poked off the stick by Riley Spencer. And now Voodoo will take control. Here's Lodato. Sending it ahead for Darian. Darian with it now. Backhands one. Ooh. Sullivan gloved it down. It looked like it almost went in the back of his own net. It didn't, and it was nowhere near close. But it could have. As King was all the chasing. I think somebody walked by and crop dusted me. That's gross. As Wellborn. That's down Lodato. Back to Staples. Staples over to Gadarian, who takes a shot. And that's a goal. As that beats 21. I'm just gonna say that's speed up. All right, so we got a goal scored by number 9. That's Chad Gadarian. Assisted by Matt Staples. Josh Lodato, I believe he said. As it comes down over here. And comes over to Drew Hebert. He's having a good day. I talked to him earlier this morning. Says he's doing good. Dugan with it now. Drops it back for Hebert. Mr. Good Day, Hebert. Send back over. Dugan taps it over. Wellborn sends it up. Hebert keeps it in. Sends it back down. Goes right through Brennan Benson. Looks like he's wearing his correct number today. If that's not him, I'm going to be highly upset. And then you're just messing with my names, folks. I don't appreciate that. Here's Will Daniel, or Willie D as they call him. Sent ahead. Here's Benson now. Gains the zone for the Rougarou. And he's pressured by Willie D. And right there at the top of the slot, middle of the slot, wherever, Dugan took a shot, didn't make it through. Forward sends it right back down. And tries to get back over to Benson, but Wellborn, Brad Flash, as we call him today, putting on his jets, gets to it. Pressured by Hebert, doesn't let him have it. Wellborn protecting it well. And then he just sends it behind the net. Teammate. And the Rougarou take it though. Now here's Dugan with it. In zone. Loses the handle. Does well to get it back, then immediately taken away. Voodoo fan on the passing attempt. Riley Spencer now. For the Rougarou. Passing it up to Lodato. Good little diving play by O'Toole. Keeps Lodato from going anywhere with it, at least for a moment. He gets it over to Gadarian. Gadarian gets it back to Lodato. Lodato back to Gadarian all the way over. And a little bit of back and forth. No goal until now. As it comes back to the point for Brett Lee, he shoots, he scores. That is number 2 for the Rougarou. As I remember, I just had a scoreboard here. There we go. All right, so that was scored by number 41. That's Brett Lee. Assisted by Chad Gertie, number 9. I see you got some chats, so I'll read them in a minute. I'm not messing up anymore. So maybe I'll never get to them. I'm always messing up, folks. Lodato tries to pass. Godfrey doesn't let him for the Voodoo. Then comes back. And Spencer got it. Back to Darian. Pass goes through Lodato. Now here comes King in a battle. Staples helps him out. And back to Staples. Drops it for Brett Lee. Gives it over to Lodato. Lodato's going to try to pass it over. That got interrupted. Brett Lee with the foot. Gets around him. Now here comes King for the Voodoo. Centering pass. Ooh, good shot taken from Guerra. Number 87 on the Voodoo. And Clerk kind of lost the angle around there. And gets it back. Brings it back in the zone. Beats all the defense for a moment. Now Staples dumps it over to Lodato and goes for a change. Lodato's going to chase it down. His pass and find his teammate. Then finds a Voodoo. And Bear and King will battle for it for a minute. Bear gets to it on the backboards. Pressured by Guerra. And now back over as the Rougarou go offside. All right, who's saying what? Mark Weldon, I'm watching from the oil patch. Yep, we read that. Kristen Kennedy, hello Kristen. Let's go Voodoo. Yeah, let's go scoreboard too. Did you see me yesterday? I did horrible. Mark Weldon, I work in the oil field. Oh, okay, well that makes a whole lot of sense. Rougarou playing like a different team from last night, says Richard Benson. Are they? I only ask that. I'm not questioning what you're saying. I'm just simply asking. I saw a lot of hockey last night. I'm sure a lot of other people did too. But the problem is I don't get to just watch it. I got to talk about it, do a bunch of other stuff, so I don't get to really absorb it. So, yeah. I have no analytical data in my head left for any of this stuff. As it comes back for Ford at the point, he takes a shot, and that's in the glove of Spida. And that'll give us a whistle with 4:35 left in period 2. Score is 2-0 because my scoreboard's correct. Thank you very much, Kristen. Not calling you out or anything. It's early. It's early, and I'm tired. So, sorry. You guys are going to have to deal with that. Dugan with face off all the way back to the point. Here, and go forward. Backhands it. Sprigg gets it. Voodoo tries to pass Dugan. Interrupts. Takes it. Voodoo getting along the boards. Darian pinching in, takes it away. Centers. The shot taken from O'Brien deflects up into the ceiling, and that's a whistle. Yeah, stop. As Lodato wins it back for the Rougarou, gets it over to Staples, who wrists one, and that's going to beat Spida. And that'll give Rougarou number 3.
33 on the rolls,
9 and 21 on the assist, 33 on the goal. That's Matt Staples. Assisted by Chad Guderian, Josh Lodato. .406 left in the first. Comes right to us. Staples sends it over to Cook. Staples with it now. Gets it to Lodato. Lodato protects along the boards. Back to the point for Cook. He slaps one. That goes into the far corner. Walks up the boards. Riley Spencer with it. Oh, goes through him. He gets it. Sends it over to Cook. As the Voodoo with pressure. Fast over to Lodato. Brings it back in the zone. Walks it forward. Pass across. Guderian to Spencer. Back to Guderian. Back for Staples right at the top of the slot. Over to Cook. He'll walk it. Nope, send it. And shot taken off the post by Guderian. My. I started saying that all night last night. I don't even know why. I gotta stop with that. I don't even know where that came from. So, Lodato with it in the corner. Off the point for Spencer. Gets it over to Gadarian. Gadarian centering for Staples. He'll walk to the goal line, sends it behind the net for Lodato on the near boards. Brett Lee. Over to Spencer. Voodoo bench is reminding the players on the rink that it is 5-on-5. Right, Brett Lee with it now for the Rougarou. Sends it back for A-Bear. Mr. Good Day, A-Bear. What I'll call him today. Better than Herbert, right? Gadarian brings it back in. And Guerra had it for a minute. Staples took it away. Now it comes all the way up to Brett Lee. Send it for Lodato. A little bit of space, a little bit of time. Sends it across. Oh, his pass for Gadarian goes right through him. He tries to center again. That's intercepted by DeClerc for Voodoo, and they'll break it out, send it down, and ice it. They'll give us a whistle, and the Rougarou will get a change. White Parker says, okay, Voodoo, let's get some goals. All right. They're trying. I guarantee that. Dugan in the face-off against DeClerc. Dugan will win it. Good look, Brad. Gets it over to Benson. And gets the pass interrupted. Back to the point for A-Bear. He sends it back to Benson. And Dugan, taking a shot, just goes wide of the net. That gets picked up by Brown behind the net, then taken away by Wellborn, who throws it up, gets it out of the zone. Ford chases it down for the Rougarou, drops it back. Brown's there to get it. His pass blocked by the stick of DeClerc, and Voodoo come up with it now. Don't get around the defense though. Now Dugan bringing it in for the Rougarou. Gets it over to Brown, back to Dugan. Gets it over and scores a goal. Just like that, they beat Spida. Let's see what the official calls say. 11 from 55 and 12. That's scored by Brennan Benson. Assisted by Brad Dugan and Scott Brown. Now we're all in the know. 1:09 left in period number 1. As Lodato wins the face-off back for the Rougarou, gets over to Gadarian, walks it in, gains his own, takes some time, takes the shot, and beats Spida. Gives the Rougarou number 5. Just like that, folks. .102 left in the period now. Official call is 9 assisted by 25. So Gadarian assisted by Nathan Ford. And Voodoo come up with it off the face-off and immediately go offside. They'll bring the face-off right about here. Otto bats it out of the air. Staples going to pick it up. Walks it in, looking for another, takes a shot. And that goes right through the wickets of Spida. And with 51 seconds, they get one more. And that was scored by Matt Staples, number 33. I believe they said the assist came from Lodato. I could not hear them. I don't think they understand that. I'm like 5 feet above their heads. Can't hear everything. Got to speak louder, people. As I do believe Voodoo won that face-off. However, the Rougarou come up with it. Now Gadarian gets it over for Lodato. He's immediately ascended upon by 3 players. Yeah, for good reason. As Gadarian takes a shot, pad saved by Spida, ends up in the boards. Up the boards to Lodato. Lodato protects it. Gets it over to Riley Spencer. Back to Lodato, who had all the space now, but loses the ball. And Spencer takes a shot. Spida says, thank you, I'll take that. Puts it in his glove and holds on to get that whistle. 20 seconds left of period number 1. Went right in the perfect spot to go through everybody. Comes up out of the zone, but they get it back. Staples, the shot pass, that got blocked. And now here comes McNeil on a breakaway, takes the shot, and that is absorbed by the goalie for Rougarou.
That'll get the momentum going.
I don't think that, is that McAdams? Wearing a different number. 29. Is that Hinton? Hinton in net for the Rougarou? Say what? I don't know. I'll get clarification on that here in a minute. As Lodato is... And that whistle means our second period has begun. As the Voodoo get it, bring it in, walk it. Couldn't get control, and oh, right through the crease. However, Bear able to slap it out of harm's way. King gets to it though. And now that's going to get picked up by DeClerc, sent up to the point. Back to King, back to DeClerc. Along the boards, King sends it back to DeClerc. Gets through Bear and then forward. Sends it ahead, not out. And Sprigg sends it down in the corner. King gets to it, wrestles with Bear. Hope you brought some Bear spray. Don't. So, oh my goodness. Benson now gets it over to Dugan. And he's stripped by Guerra. And he'll stretch it ahead. King unfortunately couldn't get to it. And Bear takes it away. Meaning he couldn't get to it in time to corral it. You know, words and stuff, early morning. As Dugan sends it across, and running towards it was Brown. Just went right through him. Dugan, though, gets back. Centers, tries to get it to Benson, goes through him. Ford will get it, sends it back to Dugan. And Dugan back over to Benson, and his shot goes wide. I chuckled because there was a groan from the bench. It was quite audible, but I don't know if you guys could hear it. That just made me laugh. And behind the net now, it gets picked up by Sprigg, and he's pressured by Benson, pinned along the boards. There's Brown in there to take it away, then he gets pinned along the boards. And Brown comes up with it. And it's sent up the boards, and now Caden King gets to it, chips it down. That'll be an icing. And Bear collects. We'll bring it right down here. Jen Wellborn says, best announcer ever. Oh, well, thank you, Jen, for making us laugh. Well, good. That's half my job. That's 50% of my job is making you guys laugh. The other 172% is all this other stuff I'm doing. Why, Chris? That makes up more than 100%. Yes. Yes, it do. You're not wrong. Oh, neither am I. Oh, anyway, Lodato wins it back now. So Guderian, over to Cook, to Lee, to Guderian, who takes the shot. It goes wide. Staples going to pick it up. Pass along the boards. Sends it back over to Guderian. Back to Lee, who takes the shot. No, and that was blocked by King, unfortunately, from the Voodoo. Not unfortunately, excuse me. That was blocked by King, fortunately for the Voodoo. It pops up over the net, ends up behind the boards, and now we're way behind the play. And Brett Lee's got it again, sends it over to the point for Cook. My goodness.
Hunter, go!
And Cook's going to take a slapper. That goes well wide of everything. Lodato centers. Darian got it in circle. Gives it to Staples, top of the slot. Back to Lodato, just runs through him. But he takes it away. Sullivan, and now centering pass. Staples with a shot. And that's loose. It falls right in front of Spida. And comes out. And Voodoo sent it all the way down. That was an icing.
Come on, Andrew. Be better.
The bench didn't like it as the Rougarou goalie coming out, play it. All the confusion.
I don't know what this name, but he got this.
But regardless, it happened. Let's move on. Dotto wins it. Guderian, Salee, he fans on his pass. Wellborn, not Wellborn, excuse me. Guerra gets a stick in front of it. Guderian, over to Staples, who takes a shot. And Speedo with a sliding blocker save pops it up into the ceiling, and that gets a stop and a whistle. 6 minutes, 16 seconds left in our second period, excuse me. Hey, where's my period hope? There we go. It only took me half the period to realize that. There is a 6-goal differential, so that clock keeps running after the whistles. We're now down to 5:45. Guerra gets it over to Cook. Sends it over to Staples, goes through him though. And Aiden Kerr protected. Lodato walks it forward, throws it behind the net. Staples waiting. Sends it over for Guderian. Back to Staples behind the net. Up to Cook. Well, that got interrupted by McNeil. And now walking forward, Guderian takes a shot. And beats Speeda, giving the Voodoo one more. I'm pretty sure that was Guderian. Let's see what they say.
Number 9 on the goal, 42.
All right, number 9 on the goal. That's Guderian, assisted by number 42. Who's 42? 47. All right. Roger Roulette with the assists. It's early for all of us, folks. It's early for all of us. As Rougarou come up with it. Walking in. Shot taken by Benson. That gets deflected all up into the everywheres. Ends up in the boards. In the corner. Voodoo have it. You can't see who that is. Gets there. Spencer. As the Rougarou go offsides, we get a whistle. Then we'll do another face-off here. So score 7-0. If Rougarou get one more, that'll be the end of the game. Looks like going to do a center face-off. I believe that was an errant call by the referee. I'm not sure. They don't tell me nothing, folks. I just got to figure it out as I go. Most of the time I just make it up. I did not just admit that. As they send it down, A-Bear gets to it in the boards. Runs it around the corner. Brings it up, avoids all the sticks, drops it back. However, Rocky was there for the Voodoo. I don't think A-Bear realized that one. Doesn't matter now, though. As here comes Scott Brown. He drops it back for Dugan and poked off his stick. Voodoo bringing it back. 25, Raish gets around everybody. If only for a minute, then the Rougarou send it up and ice it. Richard Raish, number 25. .245 left in period number 2.
I already know I suck.
As the Rougarou come up with it off the face-off, Brown sends it ahead. Pass out of reach. Voodoo get it for just a moment. Now it's gained the zone. And A-Bear with it. Still 10. Send one to the crease. Great stop by Speeda. Now Dugan turns and shoots. That's deflected up over the net. Ends up in the near corner. A-Bear wrists one towards the net. Good stick saved by Speeda. And he'll slam that glove down. And take a bit of a breather, give a bit of a breather for his team. Rougarou looking to push this one away. If they're on the game today, they might be ready to drive home. Long drive for them. No, they got another game in 11. You suckers. Hey, look, the floor. Sorry. Darian. Pass goes right through Cook. Cody Weldon doing good to force Rougarou to dump it in. He's trying to clear it out. Johnson ahead for Godfrey, who lobs it up and down, and icing will be the call against the Voodoo. So we're just gonna follow Mr. Ford here. He makes his way all the way back down.
Yeah, hold on. Three's up.
Face off. Nice little profile shot of him. See Ford in action. Doing the Ford strut. As Mr. Ford strut comes back to get it. Gets it over to Darian. Lodado. Pass. Finds a couple of Voodoo players. They send it ahead. Godfrey doesn't get it out. Cook sends it back down low. Staples there to retrieve. Trying to pass to Darian. Couldn't get the handle on the stick there. And he's got it in the near corner now. Pressured by the Voodoo. Johnson finds some space. Takes the shot. And Spina grabs it with his blocker hand to get that with him. As period 3 is underway, the Rougarou win it back as Ford sends it ahead. Finds Darian, who lobs it. Gloved down by Godfrey for the Voodoo. He's got a little bit of time, so he tries to send it a little bit ahead. He does, but Ford gets it back. Darian lost a bit of the handle on the stick. Maneuvering. Handling, as they call it. You know that word. Staples centered, interrupt, comes up off the boards. Lodado finds it, gets it over to Cook. Cook gets it to Staples, right on the doorstep. His shot goes off the side of the net. Voodoo capitalizes on that. Ford keeps it in, if only momentarily. Voodoo sends it out, and they do well to keep it in. Guerra now walking centers. All up in the feet, it eventually gets out of harm's way for the Rougarou. Sent ahead, here's Darian now, crashing.